It's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Blues of Honolulu taking on the Aviators of San Diego.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Purdy from the gun.
And this is incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
And it's 3rd down and 2.
But you look at this defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Play fake. Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
They'll run on first down. Knight, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He'll find more on the comeback route.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On first down, it's Knight, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When you look at this defense,
they enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On 3rd down, it's Knight. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Screen pass to Conner. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Murray on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Blues are on the board first here this afternoon.
You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense,
Now signal to the kicking game. Hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
Able to avoid him at the 40. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Play action. Now Purdy.
They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Touchdown!
Brandon Ayuk.
His first touchdown of the year.
And the Aviators are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 7-7, our score out. One play.
Running right on the action is Murray.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
First down, Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here and try and gain that yardage back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. Murray going to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. Purdy now to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Purdy.
He completes it to Julio Jones.
Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys have taken the lead.
The extra point try now for Moody.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Knight. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw is Murray.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4. Running left, Davis Price. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
They'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
James Robinson
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Aviators have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-7.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down now, it's Knight. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Here's Murray from midfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Murray throwing on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Murray now. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown.
Trey McBride.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Blues are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you
with both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Murray. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
They'll run on 1st down. It's not.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Knight. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, it's Knight, and the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Connor, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down at 7. Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
And throwing here, Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Purdy. The end zone, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Murray.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy.
And he will find his man, Samuel. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now Purdy. This will be caught at Samuel. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Flush to his right. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
On first down, Purdy.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Quick throw completed by Purdy.
That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they're going to speed things up here.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Aviators are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, it's Knight, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 3rd down, it's Knight, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
On 2nd down now, it's Knight.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Conner. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
On 2nd down, it's Knight. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And they get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on.
And touchdown. A great effort there. 96 yards.
And the Aviators are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Knight. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their home.